recommend classes. We recommend classes based on whatever their field of study or whatever their major is. So academic advising is very, very important. From my experience, sometimes I know students and guardians or someone may help the students sometimes choose and select classes. However, one challenge that I've found with that is that sometimes the curriculums change, sometimes the plan of study changes, and the student may not be aware of that, or there may be small nuances in test scores, maybe a small nuance in what the program of study requires. So it is imperative that we encourage our students to make sure they meet with their academic advisor every semester. In my department, of course, is University College. We are your students' academic advisor for their freshman year. So that's academic advice in a nutshell. So the next question, people may be wondering, how do I get classes, or how do I schedule an appointment with my academic advisor? So Ms. Grayson has placed 2 resources in the chat. The first resource that she dropped in the chat for everyone to see is the how to book an academic advising appointment with your academic advisor. So there's a how-to video showing you, and then also showing the student how to book an appointment with their academic advisor. So you can follow that video and it will show you how to do that. Next in the chat, there's also a link. The link is a booking link. So if your student has not, or if there's any students on the line, if you have not booked an appointment with your academic advisor, I advise that you go ahead and you do that now. Right now, we're advising for summer session 1, which classes started today. We're advising for summer session 2, which those classes start late June, I would say June 28th or 29th. And then also we are conducting academic advising for the fall as well. So once you click that link, a few things are going to happen after that. So once you click the link and you book an appointment with your academic advisor, a few things will happen. The first thing is you will receive an email generated by our system telling you what day and time your academic advising appointment is. Now, because of the pandemic, we are 100% virtual for as academic advising. So all of our academic advising appointments, they will be 100% virtual on Zoom. So your student will have a one-on-one appointment with their academic advisor, taking them step-by-step through Banner Web, which is our system, and then also covering their plan of study with that student. So once you book your appointment, 24 to 48 hours before your appointment, your academic advisor will send you a Zoom link. And from that Zoom link, you just log in. It'll have the appointment time and the Zoom link. You definitely want to log into that link on time. Once you log into the link, again, that academic advisor is going to take you step by step through the academic advising process. So I guess I want to stop right here. I know I've said a lot. Ms. Grayson, looks like you've made me the host I could. Looks like I possibly could share my screen now, so I'll try that. But right now I'm going to pause and see if there are any questions at this point, Ms. Grayson, or if anyone has any questions. I'll stop right now. I'm going to try to share my screen, and then I'll come back to answer those questions.
Okay, there are no questions so far, so I'll keep you updated.
Okay. Okay. Looks like I have the ability to admit people too, so I'm doing that as well. Okay, I couldn't bring it up. I couldn't bring it up. So what I'll do, I may just drop. I'll drop. If you'll do this for me, Ms. Grayson, could you put my contact email in the chat, which is universitycollege@graham.edu.
Absolutely.
And I'm putting that in the chat because sometimes students set appointments, and for whatever reason, the academic advisor may not make it, or the student may miss the appointment. And at that point, I'm here to help. I want to make sure that I directly connect you with your academic advisor. Ms. Grayson, it looks like there was a question in the chat.
Yes, sir. she said her son got his schedule yesterday. So does he still need to go to that link?
If he already has a schedule, where would I like to know where to get it from? Did he get it from his academic advisor? If he has a schedule already made, then he that completes academic advising. Now, unless he has some questions about the schedule, you could still follow that link, schedule an appointment with your academic advisor, and ask those questions that you may have.
So another parent wants to know, can they attend the initial advising session without fear of FERPA?
I would like to double check that question with our registrar's office, but just a quick response, and I don't know if it's 100%, is that I don't think the FERPA kicks in until the student becomes, until the student becomes officially a Grambling State University student. So I don't think you're an official student as of yet until you're registered. And so the academic advising process is one of the components of registration. So you're not completely registered yet. So I don't think you have to worry about FERPA, but we'll ask that question to our registration department.
Okay.
I saw another question there.
Yes, sir. What email will notification be sent to, school or personal?
Okay, once you click that link and fill out the appointment information, you have to put the email address that you want to be contacted at. So whatever email address that you put into our system, that's the email address the appointment confirmation will be sent to.
So I'm going to go backwards because I know one of these you'll talk more about. So I'm going to start with, how can the student gain their exact Gram email address?
Mm-hmm.
And that is given after the student is completely registered, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Once the student is completely registered, you will gain access to your Grambling State University email address. However, what we're doing, we're starting some text message and calling campaigns where we're going to send students the how to access Canvas video tutorial. We're going to send out how to navigate Banner Web tutorial. And then also we're sending out how to access your Grambling State University email. So those links will be available. Those videos will be available. However, if you email me at the University College at gram.edu and you request those how-to videos from me, I can send them to you early. But I can also let you know we're in the process of starting a text message and call campaign where we're going to send you all those resources. And again, you're going to receive a how to navigate Banner Web video tutorial. You're going to also receive a how to navigate Canvas, also how to access my Grambling email.
Yes, sir. So
someone needs to email again in the chat.
I'm typing it now.
Okay.
But I was gonna go ahead and move to the next question so that you can discuss it while
okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
It's, will there be a freshman seminar class?
Yes, there will be. There's two sections. The first one, and all students are required to take them. The first one is called First Year Experience 101. The second section is called First Year Experience 102. And again, one of our key roles in University College and First Year Experience is to make sure that all of our students have a successful transition from high school to college. Within the First Year Experience class, we give you all the nuances and what makes an HBCU unique. Of course, in particular, Grambling State University, we give you our history and how we truly live our logo and our slogan of the place where everybody is somebody. You will also be studying the 7 habits of highly effective college students. You will also have an opportunity to develop tangible career skills, in particular, communication skills. As you can see behind me, I'm in one of our newly renovated First Year Experience classes. All of our classrooms have been renovated to feature collaborative learning, and then also to encourage our students to engage with each other in group projects. Someone said, okay.
So the classes that are labeled as TBA,
mm-hmm.
Do you know an estimated time of when that day and time will be released?
Well, there could be 2 reasons why it's announced why it says TBA. One, you may have to scroll to the right of the screen if you're looking in Banner Web. You need to see if the location says INT, because TBA could be the time, TBA could be instructor, or TBA could be the location. I would need to know which one, but that TBA stands for to be announced. And we would typically like to get that TBA completed before the, whatever that semester you're looking at. So if it's summer session 2, the TBA should be removed before the first day of class, starts. But that TBA could be location, or it could be instructor, or it could be time. If that's an internet class, the TBA is not going away because there is no certain time for an internet class. So you have to see, what is the TBA? Is it instructor? Is it time? Or is it location?
That is, we've caught up on the questions. You're welcome. There was one more. Oh, the parent that was asking about, she said her son got his schedule yesterday. She said he got it from Miss Tiffany.
Miss Tiffany, probably Miss Tiffany Mixon. I mean, he must be a history or general studies major, something like that. A doctor, I'm sorry about that. Dr. Tiffany Mixon. He has to be an education major or something of that nature if Dr. Mixon completed his Schedule 4.
Okay, so she said her child was on hold due to sending her immunization form. Who does she need to contact about her schedule?
Okay.
Has the hold been lifted?
We'd have to look to see, but I would love for her to email me at that University College email address, and then we will get on that right away. We will connect her with the proper department to get that done.
For international students, should they make an appointment for advisement or send an email to you?
They can make an appointment. However, the international student needs to have less than 30 hours and still be considered a freshman student. If it's over 30 hours, then they would need to make one with not following that link. The links that are in the chat, they're strictly for freshman students only.
So what happens when the classes students need are full to capacity?
Okay, well, we can request an override from the instructor, or we can look to see if there's another class offered at a different time. I know sometimes students have conflicts when they may be an extracurricular student like football, cheerleading, or something like that. So we can request an override from that instructor, or we could look to see if there's a different section that you would possibly be interested in. And in order to request an override, again, I want you to email me at that email address, and I will provide you with the verbiage and how to request a capacity override for a class that may be closed. I need to sip my tea for a quick second, if y'all don't mind.
Okay. So how do you go about academic planning for transfer students? How do I find out who my academic counselor is? I am a transfer student from another state. Okay.
Again, I want to link you with your academic advisor. How many hours does that transfer student have? If they don't mind, telling me that.
Okay. Well, they'll drop it in the chat, I'm sure.
Okay, drop it in the chat. How many hours do you have?
60.
Okay, so you are a junior, sounds like. Congratulations on that. What is your major? Is that Miss Lawson? I don't want to mispronounce your last name. Not your last name, your first name.
The first name is Antoinette.
I was about to jump out there, but I didn't know. Okay, nursing. So we would have to connect her with Dr. Meg Brown.
Okay.
Lawson, I need you to send me an email and just, again, just let me know, hey, Mr. Green, we talked on the Zoom session. You said you would connect me with my academic advisor. And what we'll do, we'll get you connected with Dr. Meg Brown. She is the director of our BSN program. Any more questions, parents, students?
One new. Okay, so does Graham participate in Rate My Professor or any other professor rating system that students will have access to review prior to scheduling classes?
That's a good question. I would have to look into that. Ms. Grayson, have you heard of that one?
I've not heard of that, no.
I think if you look up my ratings, I'm probably a 5-star, whatever the highest could be. But anyway, no, I'm not sure of that. Ms. Carter, I'm being serious up there. Yeah, yeah. I saw that face when I said that. But yeah, so I'm not exactly sure. I know a lot, of course, this is unofficial, but I know a lot of our students, hey, they have an unofficial rating system on Twitter. But I would have to look to see if we have an official rating system. What would you say, Ms. Grayson?
No, sir, I'm reading. I was trying to get ready for the next question when you were
Okay,
done.
okay.
Um, it's a word missing, but it says, how will a new freshman transfer when taking a development class from Strataline?
Okay, so the transfer student, they're taking a straighter line course, and they want to know once the class is completed, how will they get credit for it
Oh,
with the
maybe
Grambling
so.
system? Okay, I think that's what they're asking. They want to find out. I'm taking a straighter line course online right now. When I complete that course, how do I get credit for that? So once you complete the straighter line course, you need to contact our registrars, our admissions office. But I know that's a lot to try to contact. So what I want to do, I want to be your bridge connecting you to all these various departments. So regardless of what the question is, if it's financial aid, if it's registration, if it's straighter line, I want you to contact me because I hate for you to get passed along in the process. So contact me, and what me and my entire team will do, we will make sure that we connect you with the registrar's office and admissions because they need to see your transcript from straighter line to verify that you did pass the course with a passing grade, and then they would have to update your transcript and your plan of study to reflect that you did complete a straighter line course.
Mhm.
Also, I want to say something else about the straighter line courses too. I would also advise before you enroll and take a straighter line course, make sure that it is accepted by Grambling State University. And you can
Put the two that we accept in the chat because there are only two.
okay, well, there we go. Thank you.
So I'm dropping Mr. Green's email again. I'm also going to drop mine as well because my position is also a liaison position. So in the event that you have questions or comments and you don't really know who to contact, you can contact either of us.
Yep, that will work.
And then I'm going to put those straight line courses. Disregard that backslash. Okay, so
Well,
straight
again,
line, we take introductory algebra or developmental writing. But I'm going to put it in the chat. I was just saying it out loud.
okay, that sounds good. Also, again, I just want the parents and the students to know we have a lot of communications coming out. Please check the emails. Please don't ignore the text messages that we will be sending. We're also going to send some items in the mail, just trying to help you get a jump start on the semester. We want to let you know what textbook is needed for our first year experience course. And then also, again, those how-to videos, how to navigate Canvas, how to navigate Bannerweb, and how to access your Grambling State University email. Also, if there's any questions that you may not think of now, but you may think of later, please email me. Again, you can email me and request those how-to videos early. I have no problem with getting those to you. And again, any questions, whether it's financial aid, housing, registration, whatever the question may be, if I can't answer the question, me and Ms. Grayson and our team will work to make sure we get you in front of the professionals who can answer those questions for you.
So another question is how to get on Canvas. There are several tutorials that are out there. I sent one from the orientation email about 2 weeks ago, but I can resend it if you like. So just send the email to the GSU orientation at gram.edu. I'm not sure if your child is doing summer or fall because there are also some in-person Canvas tutorials taking place on campus right now. So if this is a student that's here, they can sign up for one of those, or I can just send the link. Kim, yes, freshmen can have cars, they just cannot drive to class. And they are required to have a vehicle that that their name is on the insurance, and they'll have to purchase a decal. I was about to type that answer, but then I got sidetracked.
Yeah. Kim is trying to find out if she can drive.
Should an incoming freshman wait until the straight line course is complete before applying housing or financial aid?
No.
Go ahead, Mr. Green.
No. You go ahead and get that one.
I was gonna say absolutely not. Because housing goes so fast and financial aid, you know, those funds are first come, first serve as well. You want to go ahead and get those two things done immediately. Like when we get off this Zoom call, go ahead and start that process just to put yourself in the line. The straight line course, if they're taking it now, when will they be done with it? Because the fall is they have to have their straight line course. But if they apply for summer two still falls under the 2020-2021 school year, which is test optional. So they can get accepted in the summer and go ahead and take care of all of their business. And then when they get the score back, if it's high enough, they can change their admission term to the fall. So it's really a no-lose situation. But if you go for summer, you can go ahead and get a lot of that stuff done now versus waiting and having to wait until July and August, because I'm telling you, I don't know if any of you guys are Gram fam. It's not like it used to be. How we could just go over to the Assembly Center or to the intramural and get registered. Yeah, they don't do that anymore, and it's going to be a hassle. So you want to get as much done now while you can still do it online. You want to go ahead and get it done. Summer two. Oh yeah. So for sure, go ahead and go ahead and get that stuff done. The student's name needs to be on the policy as an authorized driver or the primary owner. I don't think they have to be a primary owner, but their name has to be on the insurance papers.
Yep.
So the student takes it June the 1st. Yeah, my personal advice is to go ahead and apply for summer and get in. And then once they get that score, if it's a good enough score, go ahead and just change the admission term. This way, you're able to go ahead and start the wheels to turn it. You can go ahead and book an appointment with Mr. Green and his team, get some classes. You know what I mean? And you'll already be in, the wheels will already be turning. What is a straight line course? A straight line course is I feel like I'm talking a lot, Mr. Green.
No.
This is your day.
No. This is our day. We tag team. You're on point. You're on fire. I don't want to get in your way. I'll jump in if you need me. But right now, you're doing great. I don't think you got it.
Straight line is it's an online component. They offer classes that we accept in place of ACT and SAT scores, and it also counts as a college credit. So in the event that your student does not have admissible scores, which right now to get in for fall, you need either a 510 on the math or the evidence-based reading section on the SAT, or an 18 on the English and a 19 on the math on the SAT. Say your student doesn't have that, they can take a straight line course, which allows them to get into the university and already have that college credit under their belt. Mm-hmm. If they score, I think it's a 210. I think I put it in the chat. What they would need to get on that course. When the last day for freshman's official transcript?
I don't know if there's a last day
to submit it.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a last day.
We just need it as soon as possible. Whenever the student, you don't get a final transcript until they graduate. So as soon as they graduate, send it over to us so we can start the process.
Yep.
Classes can be registered now for the fall once the tuition is taken care of. Yes, classes for the fall, that's what we're registering for now. You want to get those classes in so that you know how much it's going to cost. Because if I'm not mistaken, Mr. Green, the price differs based on the hours, right?
Yep. It differs based on the number of credit hours. So a 1 credit hour course is going to be a lot cheaper than a 3 credit hour course. So yes, right, ma'am.
And so to be a full-time student, you have to have
at least 12
credit hours full-time. And if they're staying on campus, they have to be a full-time student.
Yep. Yes, indeed.
Yes, so we have about 8 minutes left on my free Zoom, guys. I'm going to upgrade one day. If the student did not take the SAT or ACT but is registered for summer 2, they don't need to take straight line. No, they don't. Straight line is an outlet in place of ACT or SAT. If you've already been accepted for summer 2 and that's the route that you're going to go, then you're set. But in the event that, you wanted to come in the fall and just didn't want to come in the summer, straight line would be the way to go.
Yep. And while we're talking about straight line as well, I also want to talk about another resource as well, the AccuPlacer test. Not sure if anybody on the line has heard of the AccuPlacer test, but the AccuPlacer test is just say your ACT score in math was a little lower, or your ACT score in English was a little bit lower. At your local community college, you could, or testing center, you can take the AccuPlacer test. And if you score high enough on the AccuPlacer test, you can avoid having to take a developmental math or a developmental English course. So that could save you some time as well. I'm not sure. I think the AccuPlacer test is about $25. I think
that's
per
exactly
section.
how much it is.
It's $25 per section. So you could take the AccuPlacer test anywhere you are locally. You could go to accuplacer.com to see where the nearest testing site in your area. So if you're facing in the fall, if you have to take a developmental math or developmental English because your ACT scores were not that high, or were was not that high in English or in math, you can take that AccuPlacer test. You can take the math AccuPlacer or the English AccuPlacer, and you could avoid having to take any of those developmental courses, and you can go straight into your major specific English or math.
Yes, sir. So I typed AccuPlacer in the chat in the event that anybody was interested in looking into that resource. Again, disregard that backslash. My finger is really slipping today. So this student says, on the banner web, I did all my steps, sent the transcript and the immunization, but it still says I'm missing something. And that could very well be a final transcript. Contact your admissions counselor. Look at the emails that you've been receiving, look at the bottom and see who they're coming from. Email that person and ask them what it is that you're missing, because it could very well be the final transcript.
Yep.
You do not need a Grambling email to register for classes, because you don't receive a Grambling email until you're an officially registered Grambling student. So once that link is up there, I'm not sure if you tuned in late. I'll drop it again before we get out of here. We only got about 5 minutes. I'll drop the link again that Mr. Green here, his resources that he provided with us that show us how to book that advising appointment to get those classes scheduled.
Yep.
When I found it.
I think did someone ask how long does it take something about academic advising?
They may have. Do you see that? Yes. How long does it take for the advisor to get back with students for advising? Okay, they should get back with you no later than the day of your appointment. So it's 24 to 48 hours. But if you just say you set an appointment for tomorrow at 9 a.m. and it's 11:30 a.m. and you hadn't heard back from anyone, that's when you need to email the university college at gram.edu. And I want you to email me, and not only email me, but provide your G number and also your appointment confirmation. And you can just say, hey, Mr. Green, I had an academic advising appointment at 11:30 a.m. No one has emailed me, no one has contacted me. And then my entire team, we will get on that and we'll make sure that you are linked you're connected with an academic advisor, and they help you with that advising as quickly as possible. And I guess before we close, we just want to make sure that we want all the parents to know that we are definitely here to help. We understand that for a lot of us, this is the first time that we've ever engaged in any of these processes. We have a team that's here to help. No, we don't want you to feel alone. We have professionals and experts who are dedicated to making sure that you and your student is successful throughout this entire process. My job as the director is just to make sure that each one of these processes are simple and they are easily applied. I'm dropping resources.
Okay. Well, good. And I encourage. No, we got 3 minutes and 29 seconds left. But parents, I definitely encourage you to all the resources in that chat. Please not screenshot. You may need to copy these links and save it in the notes section of your phone. And of course, screenshot my email address. And if you need to use it, please do. But I'm looking forward to seeing your student this fall. If you need any help, I'm definitely here to help. And I hope this information has helped you all in a great way.
Same. I can't wait until they get here. We're so looking forward to returning to, I'm gonna say normal, because
Yeah.
we're gonna regain the normalcy that we missed so much.
Yes, indeed.
We thank you guys for taking the time out to listen to this information. I'm not sure if, I know some of you on the call haven't made it to this point yet, but if your student has already completed the admissions process as well as submitted their immunization records and paid their housing deposit, they were sent an email containing a link to freshman orientation. The first part of freshman orientation is 100% processes and procedures. It's everything that he just said. It's everything that Dr. Ham said on yesterday. It's all about how things work here in terms of getting in here and getting adjusted. So make sure that your students are checking their emails. It's very, very important. It's really one of our primary modes of communication right now. And they have to check it and they have to stay on top of it. We want to get some text campaigns and things started, but until we are able to, we're using our emails. And we may even, like you said, we'll call them sometimes. You may get something in the mail, but I know for a fact that we flood those emails. So make sure that you're checking them. You guys are very welcome. Please don't hesitate to reach out to myself or Mr. Green. Those of you that were on the call yesterday and are here today, thanks so much. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's conversation is all about campus living and campus safety, what to expect in the fall. So be sure you tune in tomorrow. And this is not our only set of sessions. I'm going to talk to Mr. Green and see if we can get some on the books for the month of June and July, just to, keep you guys in the loop. So I am done. We dropped our contact information many, many times. Screenshot that or copy and paste those links and save them to your notepad. I'm done, Mr. Green. Got less than a minute.
Well, me too. I definitely just wish them a blessed semester. I want everyone to feel safe that your child, they're in good hands. Your student is in good hands. I know they're not children anymore, they're young adults, but I'm a parent of a 21-year-old, so I'll still say the same thing. But we are extremely excited to have them. We're just looking forward to a successful semester. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut off before it cut me off. All right, y'all. Everybody have a great and blessed
week. See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.